Hello again, Steve here with a few words rather, on something I read recently. There's a guy who I quite admire. He's kind of an investment guru, I guess you'd say, contrarian type of guy, libertarian you might say, or um, a freedom guy, generally speaking. Doug Casey is his name. You may have heard me mention him before. You may have heard of him before. Anyway, he does this newsletter, among other things, called the International Speculator, and you can get on his mailing list easy enough. He'll send out all kinds of teaser copy to get you to buy his newsletters, but even just his little teaser copies have a lot of great value in them. And one of this article that he wrote a while back is called you can find it by just typing into Google. That's how I found it. Again, I'd read it a while ago, couldn't find where I read it. I just typed into Google Doug Casey on education, and up it came right away. And there's a really good passage in here that he's got, which I think is a good little something to think about anyway. I'll just read some of it here. Put it this way: the quality of a person can be determined by how he relates to three critical verbs: be, do, and have. The classical liberal arts show you how to be. They help you form your essence, your character, your will. The mechanical arts show you how to do. They are important, but really are just acquired skills. As a consequence of what you are and what you can do, you have acquired goods and money and reputation. But it seems pretty clear that most people have the sequence totally backwards. They want the have part, the material goods, but they don't understand it flows as a consequence of being something and having the ability to do something. Having things is trivial. It's why trailer park trash will win $1 million lottery and wind up broke back as they were on the dole a year later. He goes on to say, I fear that most of what kids get today, whether in grade school, high school, college, or postgrad, is not education, it's training. And he goes on to talk about what the difference between education and training is. I think that's really interesting, what he said there, those three critical things, because what we talk a lot about in coffee chat and so on is consequences, like cause and effect, right? If we change the way we are, if we change our actions, if we develop ourselves, our results are going to change, and that makes sense, right? When we are different, like we change what we are, we'll do different things, right? The actions will flow as a result of our changing. And because our actions change, our results will change. I just love the clarity that he has there. And just something to think about. Words from a very intriguing guy, Doug Casey, who's got a lot of good value to share, I think, on the importance of being, doing, and as a result, having. Steve here again, great chatting. Once again, if you want to check out the full article, just do a Google search, Doug Casey on education, and I think you'll enjoy it, and perhaps you'll want to subscribe to some of his stuff. Hope to talk again. Bye.